This does not mean that in all tests of 3D skills men score more highly. In many, women and men perform equally. In fact, the one test that shows a large difference in aptitude only measures a narrow area of intellectual ability, and many scientists doubt if the test is even useful. Melissa Hines, author of Brain Gender, which discusses the full range of sex differences in cognition, says, most scientific disciplines require numerous skills in addition to the ability to rotate a 3D shape in the mind. What's more, there is a growing amount of research that shows that differences between men and women on these tests of mentally rotating 3D objects can be reduced or erased by practice, not practice over years, but practice over just hours. For example, after a short practice, the women no longer did worse than the men. The researchers concluded, we can only imagine the benefits that might be realized after weeks, months, or even years of practice. Now, in the UK, high school girls get higher grades than boys. In the US, research of 7 million students found no differences in test results. However, people who would still prefer to believe that sex differences in math are innate continue to rely on a few old test results that were done in the 1980s. Melissa Hines has seen the way boys' and girls' math performance is handled differently in the US and the UK. She said, in the US, when girls were doing not as well as boys in some tests, the information was interpreted as showing that girls just weren't as good at these things, so we couldn't expect them to be mathematicians. However, she pointed out that in the UK today, people are reacting to boys not doing as well as girls in math exams by arguing that the school system needs changing. The two different situations can be interpreted in a way that still supports the view that girls are expected to do worse than boys.